We're back. We're back from Spectrum Island. We are back from Spectrum Island.
And what a trip it was.
It was quite the trip. I'm Adam Peters.
I'm Alex Hall.
We're back from Spectrum Island.
That's right.
Listen, I don't want to give a spoiler, but I'm going to give a spoiler. I voted for the winner.
Look at you.
Called it.
How about, I want to start at the top of the show. I'm really excited to hear what you think about this. The top of the show is one of the coolest intros I've seen to a show choir show. I really think that. And one of the coolest parts about it is there's absolutely nothing to it. A little more dangerous. Like the space in between, and they were so cool about it.
But you're also forgetting the White Lotus beginning. They do the theme song from White Lotus, which I have not heard.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! These guys are crazy.
They're insane. The repertoire selected for this show is just kind of bonkers.
It's so funny and witty and weird.
We'll get there talking about it because I had my own little moment, but we'll talk about it in a minute.
Yeah, keep going.
So the beginning is just so cool and just very interesting how they set that up. One thing that I'm sure they're going to fix tonight, it was really hard to see the phone number. I'm glad I got it down here. The lights kind of washed over, so I'm sure they'll fix that for tonight. But wow, what an incredible opening. You get that fluid, beautiful choreography just like oozing off the stage, and it's unlike anything we've seen today so far.
It really is, and I wrote this as my favorite choreography of the day. It's so appropriate. And the other thing I really appreciate about it is it's not overdone.
Yeah.
They let it breathe. They don't overlayer. They're not really ever trying too hard. It's layered and interesting and surprising when appropriate.
Yeah.
But they don't hammer you over the head with like every single visual. They let the choreography speak for itself. It stands on its own. It's interesting movement itself.
Yeah.
And they stage it like that. And the performers have full control, and it's just so nice to watch.
So one thing that I also appreciate is the costuming. This is a group that clearly has like a group of moms who sits down, they go through, they do color palettes, they do the style.
That's not easy to do. You've done stuff like that too.
Yeah, and they do it much better than I ever tried.
Same.
But they put us in the mood of being on an island, a love island, a spectrum island. They put us in that mood without being hokey, cheesy, with like floral, like it was flowy, it was
like
boho.
Like I felt like I was watching the show. Like I felt like I was watching a reality show. It's perfect.
Spoiler alert, I've never seen Love Island.
No.
Yeah, that,
I felt like I got it.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely got it.
And how funny, I just love the fire upstage, and they're like, please come around the fire. It's like, the drama is so over the top and funny.
Like a Boomerang, Yeba does this beautiful Like a Boomerang song, and it's in their show, and they had our third vocal moment of the day. And not only did they have our third vocal moment, they did it again like 2 times, and they had the multiple frying pans of sound just smack you across the face. I have copyrighted that frying pan of sound at a different HOA. It was a thing. I got my face on a pillow because of it, whatever. But they produced some insane sound in Like a Boomerang. Very, very cool.
They really did. The soloist there, just amazing. Amazing. Another one where I'm thinking, all right, we're in Times Square, like, who's taking notes?
Yeah.
Is anyone watching what I'm watching right now? The solos in this group are absolutely incredible.
And the I'm so into you, and just so smooth,
fun.
and then into the getting to know you choral character voice that they did, which is so cool to hear.
Totally different style. This group is totally unafraid to go genre, this, that, this, and give you this whole basket of stuff. I love also that getting to know you, they come out into Dua Lipa.
Yes.
And it starts with the men, too, which is also a little clever. This creative team is clever. And the men's sound at the top of that number, I'm just like, okay, here we go. Absolutely perfect. I love that they were unafraid of that feel, because that is a tough, like, semi-reggae R&B. Like, tough field to choreograph and kind of feel in your body and not rush. To sit back in that pocket on that tempo and that feel, really high level.
So here was my personal meltdown moment. So this is a story, a little bit of a story. So bear with me here. So this summer, I texted Trent Bugowitz, which he is the director of Linmar 10th Street Edition. They just won at Nationals in Nashville. His partner, Lexi Robson Bugowitz, choreographs this group and is heavily involved in everything that they're doing. Shout out Lexi. I texted Trent in the summer and said, I will pay you to do Paranoia Purple by Yeba. I will pay for 10th Street's arrangement if you do it. And he sent me a text back, haha, that's so nice, blah, 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 blah. We already have our ballad, whatever, whatever. Ankeny is doing it, and I literally almost started to cry because it's such an amazing song.
It is.
And it fits perfectly in the show.
That's
Spectrum hit it out of the park. I'm so glad somebody is doing it. Whoever didn't do it this season, you missed the boat on this one because this song is, listen to the original by Yeba, listen to Spectrum's version. I can't wait for finals tonight. We'll see if they're in finals.
The tasty acapella moments might get them there. And I love that ballad that's so pretty. It starts with that funny moment of walking up to the fire pit. That contrast is so funny to me. And then the host comes out.
Yeah.
And he's nuts, and his voice is just as crazy as he is. That is such a fun moment. His energy, when he steps out on the stage, the whole crowd goes, oh, this is gonna be a thing. This is gonna be a thing right away. Shoo shoo, little bird. How fun is that solo?
So another shout out here to our drummer in Go Down Smooth. They were going crazy back there. High level of execution on that drum set. It was really cool to listen to. And then I also love when the one couple person said, I got a text. And I think that's in the accent of, I think it's like an Australian accent. It's like an inner joke that no one would really get, but I heard it and I laughed at it. I just thought it was such a cool moment.
Personality.
Yes.
This whole thing was just oozing with personality.
I got a text.
The costume, the second costumes, the second color palette,
Yeah.
so fun. And the choreography textures, again, they're just switching into these beautiful musical moments, and then they'll hit you and go right back. So high level.
It makes me so proud to be from Iowa because groups like Linmar, groups like Ankeny, Centennial, they are changing the game of what show choir is in our state.
Lately.
So shout out to
all
of the creative people in charge of that because I think a lot of people have one idea of what Iowa show choir is, and these people are changing it, and I
love it.
Adore it.
And then how about the ending?
The ending. Listen, you gotta vote, and I voted. Vote in your elections and vote for Spectrum Island. That's what they're saying.
And I just love that they have that natural moment where they sort of do like the SNL hugs, like the cast hugs together. Like, it was so cool. Like you could see those little friendships. We love that.
Yeah,
judges love that.
Those moments are great.
We have a special guest that I think we should bring on before we run out of time.
I gotta scoot over here. We gotta